What's up, people? What's up? What's up? Welcome back to we're on episode 26th now of Gem Finders, which is absolutely crazy. It's so crazy how it's gone by so fast at this point. We are within 10 episodes again of the finale. Let me go ahead. I know y'all are going to hear that again. Hold on. There we go. One sec. Gonna be a little bit of relay. Give me 1 second. Fix that. There we go. Boom. Perfect. Okay. So, anyway, now that we were rudely interrupted, again, guys, we are back. We are here, and we are back with another episode. We are, again, within 9 episodes of our very season finale. It's the end of the season 1. Now, we're going to do multiple seasons of this. We're going to keep this thing going for months and months and years at this point, really. But what we are going to be doing today is we are going to be running a Twitter special. So the Twitter special is basically, if you do follow me on Twitter, you probably saw it earlier. If you do not, go up there, go follow me. It is Tyler Hill YT on Twitter. What we're going to be doing is taking some of our most engaged comments from Twitter. We're going to be taking 1 or 2 or 3 different cryptos that we did get from the comment section there, and we are going to be ranking them based off of Twitter. So if you don't have me on there, and if you do want to make sure that if you have a big community that's engaged on Twitter, that next time that we do have one of these specials, that you're ready, you're active. So go to follow me at Tyler Hill YT, and that's where we're going to be doing it. Now, I will say that more than likely we will probably pick one more crypto from the chat. I've been seeing M content has been one that I am seeing in the chat a lot right now. So if we do have time, we'll definitely get into them towards the end, but it all kind of just depends on overall time availability. So with that, guys, we do, as you can see here from our lineup, we are going to be first going over eCoin Finance as our sponsor of the day. It's one that we went over recently, but they believe that they've made a lot of updates, that they made a lot of progress, and they want us to basically go over them again. So we're definitely going to give them a look. And then the first Twitter special winner that we do have is HyperDeflate. So shout out to the HyperDeflate crew, as I do see you all very, very present in the chat right here. Now, if you're unfamiliar on what the series is, if you're new here, basically what we're doing is we are going to be finding a whole bunch of new gems, a month or 2 months old, these brand new crypto projects that have just come around, and we're going to be ranking them based off of how much progress they've made in multiple things. Now, there's going to be 2 to 3 ways in which it can go per crypto. So the first way, which is the most simple, obviously, if it's way too new, if there's not enough information, we're just simply not going to rank it, because we don't want to give them a bad ranking if it's just not enough information available. Secondly, if they are very, very new, but they have made a little bit of progress, we're going to go ahead and we're going to rank them on the speculative ranking system. Now, you can see here, you can see my screen on eCoin. Don't worry about that, but just focused on the rankings here. So in the speculative ranking system, you'll be based off of creativity, security, engagement, presentation, marketability, and progress. That's going to be our speculative ranking system. That is not included within the tournament in which we are holding, but it is just a good way for these different developers to know my opinion and what I think they can work on. And then the next thing that we are going to be looking at is the established ranking system, and that is the one in which all of these winners that you can see here are going to be based off of. All of these percentages are based off of this ranking system. So it's going to be divided up between creativity, longevity, progress, presentation, utility, and security. Each one of these is going to hold a little bit of its own weight. Of course, as you can see, security holding the most weight, as I do believe that to be the most important aspect that a crypto project in the new day and age can have, of course. So with that being said, if you do want information, if there is anything else that you may not know, go down to the description below. I do explain it a little bit more there, as well as I do further break down just the way in which we do rank these different cryptos. So with that being said, guys, we're going to jump straight into it today. We're going to be going over again our very first one, which is going to be eCoin Finance. Now, if there is anyone in here who has a crypto project that they truly believe has a potential to take on the winners and towards the end of the season finality, definitely leave it in the comment section. Let me know on Twitter. Spam it. Don't spam it. Please don't spam it. Don't just consistently spam it, but definitely just let us know. Make some noise. That is the best thing to do. Get your name out there. Get some attention. Get my attention on it, and hopefully we are going to be able to get it in there. But as you can see here at the moment, the current lineup is going to be our top 5, starting with Meta Hero going to Peacock Coin, Gorilla Diamond, Pink Panda Finance, Bank Social, and Healing Potion. At the end of the month, the top 3 cryptos are going to be featured in basically a grudge match where we're going to figure out who is the best gem of the month, who is the best gem of the season, and then with that we are going to go forward and we are going to continue to look for some of the best gems that we can. There have been cryptos we've looked at on the series that have done well over 300 to 400% as we have looked at them. And so with that, I do want to continue to be able to shed light on these new crypto projects, as well as try to find ones that are going to be fantastic. So with that said, guys, again, we're going to get started with our very first one of the day, eCoin Finance, and then we will continue forward. Now, with that being said, we're going to be going over a few different cryptos today. So make some noise. If there's a project you want to see, put the link of this video right now. Go to your crypto chats, go to your Telegrams, your Discords, your Twitters, your Instagrams, your Facebooks, your Reddits, your Wall Street's bets, your stock twits, all of that. Go post this link everywhere and make sure that your communities know that we are about to get into it. So with that said, let's go ahead and get this thing started and talk about our very first one of the day, which is going to be our good old friend eCoin Finance. So Ecoin Finance is one that we have gone over in the past that did look like it had a lot of potential, but at the time that we checked it, there was just a lacking of certain information in which I thought was necessary to truly be able to gauge it and to give our, our real true opinion on it. And after being in talks with the team, they really came forward to me and basically told me, look, we've made a lot of adjustments, we've added things, we've taken things away. There are certain things you didn't talk about that were important, and I'm fine with that. I'm a human. I make mistakes, and I do like when people call me out on stuff like that. And so with that, we're going to be going forward. We're going to be doing a whole full-blown review on them again, and we're going to talk about exactly what they are all about starting now. So Ecoin Finance claims to be the future of crypto. Ecoin is a decentralized and deflationary BEP20 token that aims to be an online payment platform replacing conventional fiat currency through our integrated debit card. Now, just a few little facts and stats about it. We can see that they have LP locked for over 2 years, which is fantastic. Over 630 trillion tokens burnt, which means they're moving well. Over 22,000 holders, which is no easy milestone to get to. Getting 20K plus holders is not easy. Okay, so the fact that they've done that is fantastic. They're a certified limited company in the UK, which has established them as a little bit more professional and gives them a little bit more credibility. And last but not least, we can see that they do have a smart contract audited by Spade Solidity, which is something that they were missing the first time we looked at them, but they're definitely making some great steps. So let's go ahead. Let's talk about it. Let's jump into their white paper. Let's see what this thing is truly all about. Okay, so we're gonna let's dive into this thing. Okay, so we're gonna just simply go down here, and we are going to pull up this white paper here. Here we go. So we are not a meme coin, and that's something that they have been very adamant on. They want to know that they want people to realize they have purpose, they have utility. And one thing I will say is they've been doing a fantastic job, especially within the last few weeks, of making sure people really do understand that utility there. They said we're not a meme coin. We have launched eCoin with the purpose and utility in mind. Our dev team are situated in different parts of the globe. We're 100% dedicated and committed to getting this project successful and to change the lives of individuals with big dreams. Ecoin Finance is our highest priority, and we are here forever and here to stay. Bear that in mind before investing. So if you have diamond hands and want to be a part of a growing, awesome community-driven project, please read on. So let's see what they are. Ecoin Finance is a decentralized and deflationary BEP20 token that aims to be an online payment platform replacing conventional fiat currency through our integrated contactless debit card. People around the world will be able to make easy, fast, and secure payments using your eCoin balance. So as you can see here, that already starts to add, and you start to really understand utility immediately as people do want to use their platform, they're going to have eCoin. As you do have something of that nature, it increases the volume, it increases the total circulation of your crypto itself, and that definitely helps with the price and longevity. We are aiming to develop our own user-friendly smartphone wallet app where you can securely store, exchange, spin through contactless, and save your favorite cryptos. Also, you can send eCoin to another eCoin wallet without the need of a long, complicated contract address input. This wallet would show all transactions, balance, send, receive cryptos, and all other information at your fingertips. Now, I think things like this are essential nowadays, right? I believe that as generations do go forward, they're more used to these apps. We're used to smart apps, we're used to smartphones, and things of that nature, and we all really do. How do you explain it? Like, we all really do find it to be an overall much more immersive aspect of the society, right? Just being able to, indulge ourselves within these different smart apps is something that everyone loves to do. I love to do it. I love when an app really has all the information I need. It's really right there. It's just convenient. It makes life super easy. And I think the fact that they're approaching it in that way is definitely approaching a problem in which, or something about society that is growing and will continue to grow over time without a doubt in my mind. So let's talk about their core values. So we actually didn't go over their core values the first time we went over them. And so I definitely want to talk about this because it literally lays out all of the utility, which is something that I questioned the first time around. So the first one is going to be the Smart Wallet app, as we did mention. The second one is going to be an integrated debit card, which does allow through contactless spending, which is a huge major part of the future, of course. Third is going to be contactless payment integrated on the wallet and the card. Fourth goes into eCoin Finance replacing the fiat currency. So they want this to be a overall, a tender, right? They want people to be able to use this and replace just your general fiat. Fifth, eCoin token will be used to make purchases through our wallet and debit card when the app is developed and issued. Without eCoin, you won't be able to make them purchases. eCoin will be the only crypto token that will be integrated into our payment system. So our coin token will always hold utility and demand. Basically, as people do want to use their platform, as they want to use the system, they must have eCoin, which creates this longevity in terms of overall utility, which is a great thing. You will be able to swap or exchange any crypto through our wallet for eCoin to make use of our payment features for contactless or debit card, which is another thing that I think is important. you know, like and just really quickly, someone says, I'm out if you can't answer questions. I'll jump into the chat in a second. Let's get through each one of these projects. I'll jump into the chat, read the chat, answer questions, jump back into the projects. Okay. So you will be able to swap or exchange any crypto through our wallet for eCoin and make use of our payment features for contactless or debit card. So that again is another thing that I do like. I think everyone understands that trying to swap crypto for crypto can be one of the most annoying, frustrating, and stressful aspects of the entire cryptosphere. It's just annoying. And so if they are able to make that a very convenient method in which people can then swap any crypto for eCoin and then use that for their platform, that would definitely be fantastic. And I think that provides even more ease of use, which is something that is super appealing to many new age investors. And then that following that, they say there will be more utility integrated into eCoin after this first project is complete. So let's talk a little bit about tokenomics and things like that. So tokenomics has an 8% tax that will be waived once the debit card is issued. And now that's one thing that people are, you know, that I questioned at first. And I think that's important, right? Because realistically, if we want to see something be applied as a currency to replace fiat, adding extra taxes and fees on top of that makes it very unappealing, right? And so the fact that they are then able to remove that tax once the debit card is released and like the use of that debit card won't have an extra tax, it does kind of encourage people to want to use it because they aren't going to be spending extra money as if they were spending another crypto that they would have to pay their normal taxes if you live in the States on top of an extra tax, which is just annoying, right? And so that's definitely a good thing. And that is a part of the reason in which they aren't renouncing ownership right now. So it definitely makes a lot of sense. Next but not least, they say anti-whale protection will get removed once it hits exchanges. Anti-bots protection will also be removed once it hits exchanges. Diamond hand holders will be rewarded through tokenomics for holding. And then eCoin finance won't stop here. We have many other projects yet to come. So overall, they are trying to do a really good job of just establishing like, look, this is what the utility is. And they make it clear as day, which is something that I really like. You know, the first time, again, I went over it, I was a little bit questionable about the overall utility. And I love the fact that they are just making it so clear and so present and being so transparent about, look, this is what we want to do and this is how we're trying to change the overall, you know, financial system. It's a big task. Replacing fiat's not easy. But with the fact that they are approaching it and they're trying to do it, being transparent about the entire process is a crucial aspect of that journey. Okay, so the roadmap is something we will get into in a second here. That's something I like to go in towards the end as we do start to wrap this up. So we'll go in that in like 5 minutes here. So we have heard the community and they want full trust from eCoin Finance development team and be part of the success for the project. Of course, we have further locked liquidity for 2 more years and changed our website domain to ecoin-finance.com for extra reassurance. We are here to make this project a success. Without the community support, it's near impossible. We locked the liquidity pool in DXL, which is one of the best for liquidity locking. And I've always said that realistically, locking liquidity for only 2 or 3 months, it's really not doing much. Now, I do understand that there are things that are, you know, you need certain things whenever it comes to listing exchanges of things of that nature. But if you can lock it for a long time, you might as well lock it for a long time because realistically, if you don't need it, you don't need to be able to access it. Okay. And so being able to lock it for 2 more years definitely reassures the people like, look, we don't have any malicious intent with this thing. And I think that helps even more with the transparency that we talked about with them building credibility due to the fact that they have that confidence in the idea that there won't be some big rug pull or something like that through the liquidity at least. So let's talk about the distribution. Let's talk about some of the tokenomics. Let's get into some of the statistical quantitative analysis in terms of how this thing is structured. So eCoin token distribution. So the max supply is 1 quadrillion. Let me mute that. There we go. Is 1 quadrillion and it is burned. 600 trillion was burned SR. So about 60% was initially burned from the beginning. Now, as we can see here, they do have a few different wallets that make up about a 5.4% total dev wallet. 34.5% is out for the public, and an airdrop is less than 1%. Okay, so it's a very small amount. So overall, on top of the fact that liquidity is locked, the public supply is in majority control of the general public and not the developers. And so that's definitely another aspect about the company and the crypto project that I do enjoy, is simply the fact that they don't have a major control over the supply. Liquidity is locked for 2+ years. Contract ownership is not going to be renounced, but the people who own everything are doxxed and we know who they are. And so overall, they're doing a great job of really building the fundamentals, building the foundation. And I'm very proud of them for all of the steps in which they've taken in just a few weeks' time from the time we looked at them from the first time. So absolutely fantastic. We've held 5.4% from the total supply of 1 quadrillion for the devs. This equates to 1.2% of the public supply at start, which eliminates any large team wallets, and there was no pre-sale. So overall, you can see fair launch. They didn't really, you know, it was pretty fair in my opinion. I don't really like when crypto projects will withhold 20-30% from the public because the devs want, you know, 20-30%. I just think that's a lot. I think it's a little bit, you know, risky for investors. And, you know, when you have that lacking of confidence, I think it can definitely affect the price. And that's not something we see with them. And so I'm definitely a fan of that for sure. So let's see how this 8% tracks is distributed amongst multiple holders, expense wallets, etc. So 2% gets redistributed to all holders. Holders of our token can be rewarded by simply holding the token, and 2% goes to them for every transaction. 2% is added to the expense wallet. 2% of every transaction will be sent to the expenses wallet. By the way, this wallet is public. You can check it anytime. That fee will just be for marketing expenses and development related to eCoin token, and that's not too much. I love the fact that it's public. I love the fact that they're so transparent that anyone can check it at any time. That's a great aspect of it, and that gives them, again, more reassurance, establishes credibility, establishes confidence, establishes a much more secure and less volatile crypto typically. Okay, 4% then gets locked into the liquidity pool, as we did see, which is going to be locked for 2 more years. Now, our dead wallet is like a holder, and it receives a part of the 2% that is redistributed to all holders in every transaction, but instead of keeping the tokens, it just burns it automatically, which means we're a deflationary token. They're not hyper deflationary. It's going to slowly work its way down as time does go on, as they are going to continue to get their transactions up, as the card does release, and we eventually see that 8% fee get removed from the card and everything. Like, we'll definitely start to see that deflationary, but it's not anything where it's like 10-20% of every single transaction. And so, they're deflationary, but they're kind of limited deflationary. And I think for something that is trying to act as a currency and replace fiat, that's the better move to go. You don't want to be hyper deflationary and try to be replacing the fiat system, because those two kind of counter each other, right? And so I definitely do like that aspect of them again. Now, another great thing about them, like I said, they've definitely taken a lot of fantastic steps to get to the point in which they are. Also, BT dubs, we're at 22 likes, and we need that thing to be at 50 likes by the time we're at 25 minutes in the stream. So if you've not liked it yet, definitely go smash that like button. But we use SafeMine contract as a base, but we remove several functions that serve no purpose and fix some security vulnerability, like the power to exclude addresses from getting rewards and to also not pay fees. They also have functions that allow them to update the fees, so we don't need to renounce ownership to give us all the security you need. And I did mention the first time we went over them that I'm a fan of the fact that they're honest about that, right? A lot of different crypto projects try to hide it. A lot of them try to pretend like, oh no, we didn't copy anyone, or not even copy, but we didn't use anyone. We did this all on our own. They're like, no, yeah, we used it as a base, we altered it, we made it better, and we built on the shoulders of another crypto. Sure. And the fact that they're open about that definitely plays a part into the transparency in which we talked about, which seems to be a repeating factor with this company, which is a great thing. And overall, it does help with the fundamentals like ridiculously. Okay. Now we can see here that the Spade Solidity audit was complete, or basically like right after, just a week or two after we did go ahead and finish up the stream. So I'm definitely excited to see that that is good. As we can see here, overall, let's go down here. Give me 1 second. They had a lot of this information, but let's see. So overall, there was from what I did read, I'm not going to go through every single aspect of it, but I did read this before, and as they can see, if you do want to go ahead and check it out, there were no major issues, nothing that they really said, okay, this is not good, and that's going to be important. It says no security issues were identified within the contract, and no informational errors were found in syntax. So that helps. It's easy whenever you do have another crypto in which you did base a lot of this off of, because you can take the errors that they made and just fix them, and then you can kind of become the quote-unquote better version of that in terms of this overall technical coding of the entire project. So that's another thing I like. I think it made their life a lot easier, and I think going forward that's definitely going to serve them to be beneficial. But I do like the fact that they're actually going to be open about it, and this is being transparent. Yeah, we based it off of SafeMoon's contract, but we made it better. Easy, right? So with that is going to be the white paper. Let's kind of go ahead. Let's talk about some other great features in which they have. We'll check out the roadmap, and then we'll go ahead and we'll jump into our next crypto here. So they do have a few aspects about it, being the whale protection and robot protection aspects, which are things I am a fan of. The whale protection says that the tokenomics anti-whale system taxes every transaction by 8% to assure that we won't have whales. Additionally, the max trade size is 0.5% of the total supply. 1 quadrillion of the eCoin token. Robot protection. This feature will prevent bot not to purchase tokens before anyone else when liquidity pools are created. By default, trading is disabled, and you can see the contract before launching. As we did go over the no large team wallets and the giveaway of 1 BNB. In terms of security, we went over that as well. We do know that the liquidity pool is locked, and they do have a wrap here, which I'm not sure if I can play it or not, because I'm not sure about copyright, so I'm not going to, but definitely go ahead and listen to that. And then last but not least, again, we do see that they did add LinkedIn profiles for all of their for everyone on their team, which is something that I did want to see from them. And we can see if we do go to like their Twitters have been created for a good little time, right? Like this Twitter has been around since 2018. So they're not brand new. It's not something that they're literally just starting right now. No, they've been around for a while and they're actually, real people, which is always a good thing, right? And so with that being said, one thing that I have noticed become a pretty good trend with them is the fact that they're being super duper transparent in terms of what all they're doing, how they're trying to reach these different goals, and what they're going to do to reach those goals. And so with that, I am excited to see how they do execute on their roadmap. So speaking of the roadmap, let's go ahead. Let's jump into that. We can see what we can expect from them going into the future. And then from there, we can really get a true idea about eCoin because they are doing a fantastic job. So last but not least, what we're looking for in phase 2 is token info and logo on BC Scan. We can see that they have reached a lot of the milestones in which they have set for themselves, such as registering eCoin Finance Ltd in the UK, PooCoin ads, smart contract audits, as we did see the Solidity audit. So now what we're looking for is a live AMA soon, new exchange listings, development for the project starting, beta testing, public release on iOS and Android, and much more. So whenever we do revisit them in the future, as I would really like to, I'm excited to start to see the development of this project so we can start to give them rankings and really give them a true rank within the system. That'll probably be on season 2 because I think they have done a phenomenal job of laying down the foundation, and now that their fundamentals are laid, I think that's going to give them availability to really get this project off the ground, and I'm excited to see what the future holds for them. So that's going to be our sponsor of the day. As you can see, if you do remember the stream in which we did for them, they had a lot of flaws in my opinion, but they've corrected a lot of them. They've added things, they've taken things out, and they've made it much more immersive as the person who is viewing their white paper and viewing their website, and I do appreciate that, and I like it a lot, and I think it just overall helps with the foundation in which they're building. So with that being said, that is going to be about it for eCoin Finance. That's going to be our sponsor of the day. All of their socials can be provided if you do go to their website. I'll pull it up one more time. If you go over to the website, which is ecoin-finance.com, go out, click the logo, and then you can start to see a lot of the different links in which they provide, such as their contracts, PancakeSwap, BSC Scan, CoinGecko, and everything like that. But with that being said, guys, we'll go ahead. We'll jump into the chat for a quick second here, and then next up, we're going to go ahead and check out HyperDeflate. If you are excited about it, smash that like button. We're only at 31 likes, and we got 3 minutes to get to 50 likes. So the 19 of you who have not liked it, who are watching me right now and getting annoyed by this sound, smash the like button, and I'll stop. Now, give me 1 sec. I need to move this light a sec. I'm a little dark in here. There we go. All right, had to turn the light up a little bit. All right, let's go ahead. Let's jump into the chat for a second. Let's see what everyone's up to. So, who we got? We'll show that. That's fine. Right. Let's see. Did you mean content? The world's first content marketplace. Okay, I must not have been supposed to read that. Check out Moonway. What's up, man? How you doing? What's up, Fluster Zero? How's it going, homie? We got eCoin Finance from Muskin Shukla. Shout out to you. Vashti with the fire emoji. Shout out to you. What else we got? HyperDeflate. Yeah, we're going to be going over HyperDeflate next. For sure. Hey, Tyler, I miss your tracksuit of success. Hope you're doing well. Check out our updates. We got an add-on discovery for Shark Week. Whoa, good, Baby Shark Token. Maybe we'll have to check them out again. HyperDeflate Dev is in the chat if you have questions. Perfect. I may have some. I do get confused quite often. You guys know me. We'll go ahead and show that. HyperDeflate will go places AMAs on Satoshi Street Bets. Was huge. Good. Nice. Cool. We'll check them out in about a minute or two here. Not asking for a video, but can you look into QAO on your free time? Interested to see thoughts on their white paper. Sure, absolutely. No problem. Misty Diablo, I got you. Alrighty. Check out Moonway, good man. All hope as well. Yeah, all good. Now, a quick announcement that I will make, guys. I will be out of town. Did you just... Dude, oh my god. I was going to say, what? So one little quick announcement before we do get into HyperDeflate. I will let you know that I'm going to be out of town tomorrow and Tuesday. I'll be back on Wednesday. But then the following week, my coach is fighting in the UFC, and I'm going to be in his corner for that fight. And so we're going to be leaving from Tuesday, and then we'll be back on Sunday. So that's going to be basically all the week after next that we won't be live. So, yeah. So we just kind of a little update. That's why we're within the last 9 episodes of the season. What's Tyler? You do a good job like that about you. I'm not sure what you mean. Have you heard of Lil Doge? I don't know. I may have. I'm not sure. I go through like 200 cryptos a week. So, all right, we'll look at the chat for about 20 more seconds, and we're gonna go into the next one. Tyler, what do you think about Connor Dustin's fight yesterday? I mean, I think Dustin was very clearly destroying him. But you never know with Conor, man. You never know. I mean, we've seen with the Chad Mendez fight, him come back from losing and do something crazy. But my guess is I think Dustin would have finished him. That's just my opinion. He was doing fantastic, and it's just an unfortunate way for it to end. You know, it's just because there's that unsatisfying. Yeah. Ecoin Finance, are we not getting a ranking score? So one thing that I will say about that one, Ecoin Finance, you know, they are our sponsor of the day, is that when I do a lot of these rankings, a lot of the ranking is based around just overall progress in terms of the development of the platform and things of that nature. And so what I'd rather do is, to be fair and to give you guys a ranking that I think you deserve, is to wait a little bit whenever the platform is developed and we see more progress on it, because progress and things of that nature are a big aspect of the ranking. So I think on security, you guys would probably get an A. For creativity, you get an A and things like that. But in terms of like progress and all of that, I think it'd be something we'd have to take points away from. And I don't think that would be a fair representation of the project itself. And so it'd be no issue. I'll probably revisit it in like 2 or 3, 4 weeks whenever we see some more updates on the rank, the project itself. And then from there, once we get more progress, and then I'll go back and I'll rank it. It's no issue at all. All right, let's go ahead. Let's go into the next one. All right. Let's see. Okay, so we're gonna jump into HyperDeflate next. Let's see what they are all about. Okay, I had it pulled up somewhere right here. There we go. All right, let me go ahead. Boom. Boom. There we go. All right, let's see what they're about. HyperDeflate, the fastest burn on the BSC network. Let's see what they're about. Okay, the fastest burn. Accelerating your do-your-own research to keep up with the fear of missing out. Cool. All right. It's kind of hard to read. Okay, there we go. So, HyperDeflate is a community-run token created for the crypto community that will be powering a cell phone application allowing users to screen for various forms of nefarious coding and potential rug pulls, all while ever increasing in value with a 10% burn on every buy and sell transaction. Get started. HyperDeflate.com will be your portal into the world of our project, the one-stop shop that will be able to give you an insight into our communities and movements and accomplishments. So one thing that I do like is this. Allowing users to screen for various forms of nefarious coding and potential rug pulls. That's interesting. Right? Because does that mean that users can, trying to figure this out. So does that mean that users would then be able to basically say, if they find a product or a project that they think is cool, they can enter like the project's contract address into their platform, and then it screens it for them and lets them know if there's some type of, as we can see, nefarious coding and potential rug pulls? Or is there, it doesn't work in another way? But that'd be cool. I mean, that'd be a nice little security function, something that people can use if they're trying to figure out if the crypto that they want to invest in is some type of scam. That'd be interesting. I'm not sure about the, hyperdeflation. I think that these projects that do deflate really, really fast, it makes me a little bit nervous long term, right? Like, how does being hyper deflationary and having the fastest burn on the BSC, how does that affect your longevity, right? Like, can you stay, how do you explain it? Like, is there longevity in it when it's burning that fast? Is that like, can it be here in 3 or 4 years having the fastest burn? If so, let me know, because I'm not 100% sure how it affects it long term. HyperDeflate.com will be your portal into the world of our project. HyperDeflate said correct. So, okay, so you'll be able to enter like the contract address of a crypto that you're looking to get into, and they'll scan it for different bad coding and look for the times of work with. That's cool. Kind of like it will scan the code for bad code and advise of issues like honeypots. I love that. I could use that now. Realistically, I could use that on this show, right? Like, I could take a crypto that we're looking at, put it into that thing, and look to see if there's something like that before we give it a security rating. I think that's phenomenal. I like that. I like that a lot. Okay. I like the fact that they have something other than just being deflationary, right? Because when the name was HyperDeflate, I'm not gonna lie, I was kind of a little nervous, like it's just a deflationary token. But the fact that they're actually providing some other utility, something that I could use personally, I'm a fan. I like that. Okay. HyperDeflate.com will be your portal into the real world, into the world of our project, the one-stop shop that will be able to give you an insight into our community's movements and accomplishments. Okay. Our liquidity is locked for 5 years. We're here for the long term. Okay. Gotcha. Oh, that's a long time too. That's good. Okay. HDFL, someone said, once we see Tesla safe or Fuzion, we'll all smash that like button. That's a weird thing to say. Not gonna lie. We'll like it if you give us what you want. Like, it's a show, man. HyperDeflate is a hyperdeflationary burning token, with each transaction triggering a 10% permanent burn to ever increase the value of this token. By burning, so it burns the entire 10%. Golly. Holders retain the same number of tokens, whilst the total supply decreases effectively. Yeah, I mean, that does increase the percentage holding on every token. Yeah, I mean, that makes sense. Like, it makes sense. Now, I wonder how that compares to something that, say, let's see, like, how does that compare to something that has 5% holder reflections and then 5% burn? You know, or something like that. Because I feel like there's almost the mental aspect of it too, right? Because, sure, say if you're burning 10% and everyone's keeping the same amount of tokens, it is going up in value because as supply does decrease, the value of the remaining supply increases. I mean, that's typical economics, right? But the question I have is that as a holder, are you incentivized to hold as much as you would be if you were constantly seeing your tokens increase? I don't know. Like, I genuinely, I'm not sure. I don't know. Like, I wonder about that, right? Like, I would say that the price would need to continuously increase pretty well to have that same incentivization, because I think people like to see their tokens go up, right? I feel like that kind of gives them that feeling like, oh, I'm doing something good. I don't know. But I mean, 10% burn like that, that's a good bit. And I definitely think that helps with the overall value, but you got to understand that value, you know? People who are early can't live off reflections and keep the price down. Oh, makes sense. That makes sense, because we see it with SafeMoon, right? Like we see that type of thing all the time, where we're seeing a lot of these whales, every time they get reflections, they just sell it, and it kind of counters a lot of the progress. The value of the same number of tokens at the same market cap is quite noticeable. It deters sell-offs from reflections also. Oh, okay. That makes sense. Okay. Yeah, Fuzion we may talk about Fuzion. I'm not sure. I'm honestly not sure, because it's one that I didn't have time to look into, but I think I need to look into, because I kind of ragged it yesterday and I didn't mean to. We'll see. Okay, well, let's go into this and let's see what this is all about first. HDFL token is fully decentralized, meaning that there is no central authority with control of the token. All decisions are made in the community's favor. Contract is renounced. Contract was renounced right before the launch to ensure that the development team or anyone else cannot rewrite the token's contract. Contract renouncement. What is this? BSC scan? Okay. Got it. Okay. White paper. This is what I want. This white paper definitely needs work. This like that needs work like ASAP. Is this new? Is this new? How new is HyperDeflate? HyperDeflate was born as a result of two things: frustration and empathy. We know it's a weird combo. Yeah, I was supposed to say. Two investors in our development team became overwhelmed by the amount of nefarious, I'm interested, activity occurring in the crypto space. It seemed as though there were very few safe investments where developers were genuine. That's true. The need for HyperDeflate token, HDFL, was born. Okay. Let's see. With the desire to be impactful and useful, HDFL is not your typical meme coin. The HDFL leadership intends on utilizing the token platform to develop a cell phone-based app which allows users to screen for various forms of nefarious coding and potential rug pulls. I like that a lot. Like, I really do like that idea. Just over a month old. Okay, so if they're over a month old, guys, like we need to update this white paper like very soon, guys. Like I'm very honest. Like, you know, I got to be real. This didn't take long to make. You know, I definitely would want to see an increase in effort here on the presentation side of things. So let's see. I do love this, though. I want to use this. Like, that's something I must say. I want to use this. And there's not many tokens that have utility that I'm interested in. Access to this unique application will be available for purchase only with HDFL. Additional funding will be raised for proper development of the application, and a screening process will take place for the application developer to ensure alignment with the group's values. Cool. The subscription service will... Okay, so it's a subscription service. Okay. Will afford HDFL the luxury of being a revenue-generating service whereby reinvestment into the token will take place. Cool. Okay, I like it. I really like the... I want something like that, personally, for me, at least, personally speaking. And it kind of remotely allows you to not wait, nor not have to rely on them to get audited. Like, some cryptos we all look at and we're like, man, I'll buy it maybe when they get audited. But by the time they get audited, hold on. You guys know I like to address comments. Someone says you definitely ragged Fuzion. LOL. To not check it out after the post, most engaged post would not be good for your channel. Lying is never good. Well, I said new crypto. First and foremost, I said new cryptos. And we've gone over it before. It was not new. I didn't rag Fuzion. I didn't rag Fuzion whatsoever. I remotely ragged Tesla Safe. Because they said this could 1000x and things like that, which I don't believe to be the best way to market things. And then I also said that we need to be talking about Fuzion itself rather than just Tesla Safe, right? Like, I was ragging Tesla Safe in a way because of the way in which it was being promoted. Just, it's a part of an overall ecosystem. So don't brand this little piece of an ecosystem as being the purpose of the whole ecosystem. You know what I mean? That's all I said. Okay. So just, you know, let's make sure if we're gonna talk, we're gonna talk facts. Okay. So where I'm at with HyperDeflate is I'm actually pretty surprised. Okay. Because I know a lot of hyper-deflationary tokens right now, they don't really have a lot of use, right? Like, they really don't, okay? The majority of them are quick burns. We're going to get in, we're going to get out, we're going to make as much money as we can, and we're on to the next project. That's something that I've seen before. So I'm actually quite surprised, and this might be one of the first hyper-deflationary tokens I've seen in a while that actually just has a true use case that is easy to understand, that is interesting to me. That's cool. Okay. The high-level roadmap contained within this document is a loose perspective of the coming phases. With the potential for HDFL to be a revenue-generating platform, the possibilities for helping investors and newcomers to the crypto space are endless. Did they say, how much would this be? Because I want to use it. Like, Okay. Transparency. We will never be anything but transparent with the community. Nothing is more important to us than be able to tell the truth, even if sometimes it's not the best look for us. We need a space. Our team will be available. I need to stop being so nitpicky. Maybe I need to stop being so nitpicky. That's probably annoying, but it's okay. But transparent with the community. Nothing is more important to us. Our team will be available to answer questions no matter how pressing or how minor. Being transparent allows for us to work on achieving our second core value. Nice. Good. This project was founded based on the lack of trust in the BSC community. That's facts. Due to the amount of projects that take advantage of people, we will earn your trust. Our developer is fully exposing himself, which developers will not do in this market unless they have only the best intentions. That's true. That's honestly very true. We believe that by being transparent and hosting regular live sessions, we will be able to earn your trust. Are they doing live streams? Has HyperDeflate started doing live streams yet? The community we build is everything. Word of mouth in the cryptocurrency world is absolutely crucial. We believe that by building a stable, supportive community, we will be primed for success. Okay, so this is going to be their pre-sale info, which I do believe they said in the chat has completed. Okay. Cool. Yeah, I mean, I understand that. Okay, so let's see. So, develop white paper, website updates, social media accounts, identify and appoint administration, moderation, and support. Good. Advanced post-launch, additional social media marketing, paid and unpaid, initial strategic discussions, CoinGecko. So your basics. Background application development, application testing period, marketing planning for application launch for application revenue generation. Okay. So let's see. Okay, let me see, because I'm very on the fence about it. In the short term, like in the short term, but I'll explain why, because I actually think there's potential here. So it was born of the result of continuous rug pulls, as we have seen before. We're all trying to fight those in our own way. So here's the tokenomics. Okay. So if there's any other information that we saw, 97% was burned. Oh my God. Okay. Yeah, this is like really, really deflationary. Okay. So, oh, here's an updated one. Okay, I like this. I like this a lot better. Okay, so begin planning and mapping out development of phone app. Begin testing phase of Docs Locker website. What is Docs Locker? Did I miss that? See what Docs Locker is. I might have missed it. Okay. Okay. All right, let's see. Trying to figure out. Make sure we're not missing anything. Begin testing a phone app, marketing, partnerships, and PR. Final testing phase of Docs Locker website. Okay, got you. It's literally, it's self-explanatory. Okay, soft launch of Docs Locker website. Take a review community feedback on Docs Locker website. HDFL token integration and payment system. Okay. This is kind of the story. I did a read up on that right when this started. Docs Locker beta. What's this? DocSocket will serve as a multifunctional resource for BSC investors, acting as a repository for historical nefarious activity. Oh, okay. And as a centralized space for basic info where new and seasoned investors alike can learn and decrease their likelihood of being scammed. I like that. Okay, that explains it. That explains it. That explains it. Okay. The following definition examples provide an early insight into the compilation structure of information, which will be contained on the DocSocket platform, a first taste, if you will. The example information will be free to the public, whether they hold HDFL. Wow, good, okay. Further iterations of DocSocket will include Web3 capability, where only holders of DocSocket will have access to advanced info. Nice. Let's mute that. Okay. Oh, that's good. I like this. Okay. Okay. This is definitely, okay. Exchange reveal countdown. Okay, so I'm assuming this got revealed. I need to go find out what that was. What is CSR? We're starting the crypto space race. Whoa, whoa, okay. HFL is hoping to be the first cryptocurrency to actually reach the surface of the moon. What? It secured a spot on a lunar payload. What? So we're quite literally going to the moon. Our use cases, country-specific HTML flag logos, or source-coded, digitalized HTML tokens, and more will be delivered to the moon on an SD card. We'll be minting an NFT of each flag logo, limited of 2 copies each. 1 copy will be for sale back on Earth, and the other will be spent the eternity on the moon. That's cool. Okay, I think we can rank this one on our speculative ranking system. Not the established one yet. Let me see. Let me see. I think we can do that. I think we can do that. Okay, let me get that pulled up. Okay. All right, I think this is gonna be a good one. Let's see, ranking 2. So they're definitely, so why I'm picking speculative ranking system on this one is because they have good ideas. All of it's still speculative though. Like they haven't really started working on the app yet. They haven't started working on like the compilation, as I did mention. That's all a lot of speculation still, and I think that they've made good steps. They have a good idea, but I wouldn't say that they're established yet, right? They're not like, we have this platform release, we have this platform release. So kind of putting them in the same ballpark would be unfair because they'd probably not get a better ranking or no, that good of a ranking just yet simply because of that. You know what I mean? So let's start creativity. Let's see. Okay. Our audit is also on the website. I was just about to ask about that. Hold on. Tech rate audit. Let me see that real quick. Let's see how they do. I'm assuming there's some DOS block gas limits, as every crypto on Earth does. DOS with block gas limit. There we go. Okay. But, and then design logic. I didn't see any issues with it. Okay. All passings, which is good. No compiler errors. Out of gas, it's no problem. We see that literally in every crypto. Let's see. No major whales, which is absolutely fantabulous. We love that. Token distribution, no major holders. No, nothing to worry about with that realistically. Okay. Good. Okay, that's good. That's better because I was literally just going to start asking about that. Okay. All right. So let's see. So, creativity. Let's go creativity. I would say, I'm very on the fence about this one because it's not, in a sense, very creative in terms of the name. It's like, oh, we're hyper-deflationary token. We're going to name ourselves HyperDeflate. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, I kind of like the branding behind it. Like, I kind of like it. You know what I mean? I don't know why. It's so simple that I like it. Okay, so they got that. I do like the fact that they are creative in the sense that they're not relying on the hyper-deflationary aspect of the project to be the sole purpose of it. They have other uses, right? And they have things in which they're focusing on targeting, like bringing awareness to rug pulls in a way that I haven't seen that many times, especially not within hyper-deflationary tokens. So creativity, I would say, I give them a 7. I'd say I give them a 7. I think that's fair. Security, no basic issues that we saw. Are they doxed? I don't think so. Do they plan on doxing themselves at any point? About us. MG and Ed? Do MG and Ed plan on doxing themselves at any point? Will we ever know who's behind the project? Let me know that. We'll go back to security when people answer that. Engagement. We'll see. Let's go to Twitter. Let's see how they engage with their crowd. I saw that Telegram was pretty active. I joined in it for a second. Oh, look at me. Like it. Anyway, 16 hours, July 10th, July 10th, July 9th, July 9th. Yeah, I mean, they're preparing our scammer project. If you have been scammed and want to contribute, let us know. So they're giving updates on what they're working on, breaking all-time highs. They're getting partnerships, which is good, so they're engaging. Are they engaged? The reason the doxing hasn't happened yet is because of the nature of the project. They want to make sure their families are protected. Scammers oh, that's a good point. That's a good point. I didn't think about that. People are not going to be happy with it. That's a good point. I understand. Because scammers are already bad people. So there's no limit to what they would do to try to stop them from exposing them, right? I get threats and death threats all the time. Like a lot. Like whenever I've called out scams on this show, I've gotten death threats. I mean, I don't care. But yeah, that's a good point. I didn't think about that. Engagement, they're doing fine. I'd say engagement, they could be a little bit more active, to be fairly honest, but they're doing well. Give them an 8 there. Presentation's one I'm gonna be real. I'm gonna be honest about. I think all this is fine. Like I think all this is good. I think they're very clear and open about exactly what they're trying to do. But this white paper, guys, it has to do like the presentation of this it takes away from it a lot. Like I thought this was new. Like I thought this was within a few days of being on. I thought this was just a few days old. So if you're at least a month in, you for sure gotta update this. For sure at least one. Even if it's all the same info, but just having a little bit more of a design to it, to show a little bit more effort to it. You know what I mean? Nothing against them. I think the project has a good intentions for sure, in terms of what they want to do, but presentation is definitely one where it's lacking. But the information itself is presented well, which is equally as important. So if it was like not really designed at all and the information wasn't presented well, they'd get like a 5, right? Because we kind of can understand what it's about. But what's this one? A 10 out of 15 it makes sense. I'm going to keep it that way. Just because I think that it 1,000,000% had to, how do you explain it? Like, the information is presented well. It's presented clearly. So in terms of presentation of the idea, it's fantastic. No issue. I don't find any issues, but it's just equally as important that with this, it looks professional, and it just doesn't. It doesn't right now, to be honest. Security. Okay, so let's talk about that again. So no major whales, no major issues. Contract ownership was renounced. They have a tech rate audit, which was passed. They're not doxing themselves, but I understand why. I mean, getting death threats all the time is just not fun, and I get them quite often. It's not fun at all. So out of... there's really not much, seemingly, based off the tech rate audit, that they could do, since contract ownership is renounced, to go back in and to change this in any way. Liquidity is locked for 5 years as well. I don't see many issues with their security, honestly. Like, to be fair, and the reason they're not doxing themselves makes a lot of sense. Because it's not fun. It's simply just not fun. Okay. We put the white paper as a traditional business style intentionally. We use it as a reference document rather than advertising. The DocsLocker document is the same. I understand that, but in this space, it comes across differently. And that's kind of just the game we play, right? Within the crypto space, people want to see that as an advertising, because white papers are advertising. They're used for advertising, right? Everyone's like, go check out our white paper, go check out our white paper, go check out our white paper. So with so many people relying on this document as the overall explanation of the project, I think it's important to make sure it looks equally as good as the progress, the website or the platform itself. So that's just me. That's just my opinion. My opinion that does not matter in the grand scheme of things. So yeah. Marketability. I like the name. It's surprising that I like the name. Like HyperDeflate. It explains it. I love the little logo. I'm just genuine because I don't like the name Safe Moon. To be honest, like, we're gonna get safely to the moon, Safe Moon. Like, when it's that basic and it's that simple, usually it's just kind of annoying. HyperDeflate. I'm like, oh, it's easy to just brand it. I don't know what it is. I like it though. I like that. I like the logo. So marketability, sure, being the fastest burn on the BSC network is definitely something that'll get people's attention. Having these different platforms that actually have use cases marketable as well. So I'd say marketability, they're doing fine. They're doing fine as a marketable, project. 12. Yeah, 12's fine. 12's fine for sure. And progress. Let's see. Let's go back to the roadmap. I can't remember 100%. So, okay. So airdrop partnership, coin hunt application and listing, which is good. Coin sniper allocation, coin gecko application, coin market cap application, recruitment for programmers. Docslocker website development is in place. Yeah, Meta Hero is still number one. Contract announcement. They've made decent progress in a month. They've provided us with this, which is good. Where was that at? This has been shown. Like we can see that it's in progress. Like they've actually started to design it. They're making it. It's real. We love that. That's good. That's good. That's good progress. So with that, let's go. Progress. Let's go. I think another 12 is justifiable. For sure. I like that. Okay. We've either hit each item on time or before the deadline. That's good. Nice. And a lot of this ranking on the speculative ranking system isn't a reflection of the progress of the project. It's more of a place where I believe growth can happen. Like I think there's growth into progress. Like I think they can continue moving forward. Of course, like they can make better progress. The white paper kind of throws me off a bit. I'm not gonna lie. That's a thing. That's just me. It's my opinion. It's how I rank it. Right. Let's see. Like presentation for sure. There's progress that can be made, but it's not a representation of the overall like how legitimate the project itself is. You know, the established ranking system, this ranking system, if I give you a 10 in security, I think your security is just bad. If I give you a certain level in security on the speculative ranking system, it means like your security is this, but it can increase with this, and this. You know what I mean? I hope you guys understand that differential there. Let's see what it ranks. I'm curious. I think I like it. I actually like HyperDeflate. Good. +8, +10, +24. Should be in the, almost at 80. Almost at 80 is 77. Good. Definitely room to grow, but doing well. I like that. That's one of our higher speculative rankings. I think I said 54. Let's see. 16 + 8 is 24, 34. So it's a 58. Okay. I think. Let me double check that math real quick. You guys know I'm not a mathematician or anything. 16 + 18 + 24. Yeah, 58. Cool. Boom. Boom. And then that's a 77%. Cool. Good for them. I like the community too. Shout out to the community. Okay. And HyperDeflate is on CoinTiger Exchange on Tuesday with a daily volume of 8 bill. Good. That's another good step. And so, yeah, I think a 77 is perfect for them because I think there's progress that can be made with everything. I think they can be a little bit more engaged on Twitter, get people involved a little bit more, but that's just Twitter. It's just Twitter, but that's just what I like to see, right? Because that's somewhere that a lot of people go to immediately. Going straight to Twitter to see how they interact with the crowd. I think there's room to grow. Presentation, I think the white paper could be improved. I think the website could be improved a little bit. Marketability, that's one that can't really be changed much, but I do think they have marketable, aspects about them, especially as they go forward with more audits. I think that's another more marketable aspect of it. And then last but not least, progress, just keep going. Literally just keep going. That's it. That's all you got to do. So the speculative ranking system is like, where are you now? But there's still room to grow. Okay. So we'll go back. We'll go back for sure. Cool. Okay. I'm happy with that. I'm actually very happy with that, especially being our Twitter, our Twitter special, Spec 77. Cool. The highest speculative ranking we've given so far has been an 87. So they're actually doing pretty well. Okay. So we have M content and we have, I'm going to try, I think this is the moment where I try to figure out, let's go see what Fuzion has going on. I give them a fair shake. And I think some people kind of take my bluntness as disliking, which is not true. I don't dislike this project. I don't know the project realistically. You know what I'm saying? But it's more of just the way in which it was marketed. But let's give it its fair shake. I think that's fair. Let's give it its fair shake. And then I think we do M content after. We've seen a very good response from our Twitter promotions, Telegram as well, just past 11K organic members. Beautiful. Good. Nice. Okay. All right, let's see. All right, so let's go out to Twitter. I just typed in Twitter in the Twitter search bar. Okay, let's do Fuzion. Fuzion chain. Okay. All right, we're gonna do this today, guys. Okay, so for those of you who are, I see that Fuzion and Tesla Safe has some very hardcore fans. So y'all fill me in. What is their main website? Is teslasafe.finance? Is this the main website that explains Fuzion itself? Like, I'm focused on Fuzion itself, okay? Not Tesla Safe, not the little aspects of the ecosystem. I'm like, where is the big thing? Where's the big picture at? Is this where it is? We're going to try to, and like I said, I'm not perfect. I've seen hundreds of cryptos, but I still, need a little boost here and there. So let's figure this thing out, because I can tell a lot of you are enthusiastic about it. So let me know if this is the main website, and I'm going to try to wrap my head around this thing. Let me know. Alrighty. Please check out Stargazer Protocol. I think you may like the potential it unlocks. Maybe we'll have to check it out. Oh, look, it's Steven23 Miner. What's up, homie? What's up? Welcome in. Oh, wait, let me go jump in. Hold on. I need to do a few super chats. We need to jump into the super chats real quick. Let's go here. Okay, let me do a few super chats. I just realized we had some. Okay. Hey Tyler, my man, please check out M Content. I think you would like them, by the way. Who is your coach that's fighting UFC? My coach's name is Aaron Phillips. He's going to be fighting against Cameron Else on July 24th in Las Vegas. Apex Finance. I feel like I've heard of them before. Shout out to Jose Garcia for a $5 donation. If y'all want to see it, of course, let me know. Super chats. Brandon McGrew. Hey, Tyler, please check out Tesla Safe, part of our Fuzion ecosystem. Now at an all-time high price. I'm here if you have any questions or need clarification about Fuzion specifically. Okay, Brandon McGrew. Shout out to you, dude, for the $10 donation. All love, homie. That's a clean profile pic, by the way. Okay, Crusader working on... Man, Crusader's been live in the chat. I think Crusader will probably have to be the next one we look at on the next stream, Wednesday. I think we're going to have to do that because they've been live. Please discuss Crusaders of Crypto. It's a roguelike game with automatic BNB staking rewards. Cool. Shout out to you two. Shout out to Fredrock 1980, and shout out to 67Cam. 67Cam, have you been in my chat before? We answered that one. Shout out to Steven. Oh, dude, I'm sorry that the chat looks so weird. I just realized that the screen looks so weird. Okay, all right. All right. Let's see if anyone answered. Fuzion is mainly under the Tesla Safe website for now. Okay. All right. Fuzion mod here. Our top comment included Rice as well. We have created 2 tokens and 8 to go. We are building a DEX, farms, charts lending, NFTs, peg stable coins, and blockchain. Okay. Because the whole thing that I was struggling with this one is that I felt like I wanted to know what Fuzion was, and I wanted Fuzion to have its own website, and I wanted to really talk about Fuzion, because I'm like, when we're talking about Tesla Safe, like this roadmap is Fuzion's roadmap. Wait, you just ignored my donation. Where was it at? Where was it at? Let me see. Swavy ENT said, oh, I'm sorry. It said Moon Bet or Solar Moon. Solar Moon's going to be on the channel this weekend. Actually, it's going to be on the channel this weekend. Shout out to Swavy. Is it Swavy or Swayze? Swave. Okay, cool. Swavy. Moonway, they're developing an app, and devs are docs. Fantastic. Okay, maybe we'll have to check out Moonway at some point. I don't know if we'll have time to today. And then can you make a video on QAO? They're launching a rare chain staking and marketing next month. Cool. Maybe we'll check them out. Dr. Tim, a shout out to you for the $5 donation. Okay, let's figure this thing out. Let's just restart with it. How about that? Let's go light paper and let's just restart with this whole thing. Tesla Safe is unmatched in deflationary action. Here's a comparison versus other meme reflection coins. So market cap is significantly higher, of course. Holder rewards 7% to holders, which that's a lot. Pretty cool. Marketing 10 times. Okay. Launch burn 20%, 23%. Okay. One more. We'll get into one more super chat. Afantico says, have you taken a look at Hourglass? Ultra staking is keeping the price up while the whole market is sideways. What is ultra staking? What in the world is that? Shout out to you for the $5 donation. I'll definitely have to check it out. The roadmap on the Tesla Safe site is the Fuzion roadmap. Yeah. Okay, let's see. Linear burn 19%, 0%, 1.6%. Okay, market cap low, low. 4 billion, 500 million, 40 million. Okay. Let's do this. Okay. So there's an automatic LP as an autopilot that's Tesla safe deploys. The function creates strong buy pressure as we are increasing Tesla safe's overall token LP value. As the token LP increases, the price stability mirrors this function with buy pressures as well as reduction of supply. You know what I'd rather do? Do they have a Discord? Do you have a Discord? Is there a moderator I can talk to? Is there a mod or a dev around right now? Hold on. Let me know. Maybe just a developer can explain the project to us. That might be the better way to go. Who knows? All right, let's keep going until someone answers. Let's see. Okay. Team will burn tokens in team wallets 2 to 4 times every single day. Oh wait, I want to skip this. Okay. All right, let's see. Overall token as LP increases the price ability mirrors this function with buy pressure as well as a reduction of supply. Team will burn tokens in team wallets 2 to 4 times every single day. Our primary objective is to create hyper buy pressure on the token that you invest in. By burning tokens 2 to 4 times per day, the hyper deflationary loop commences. On top of that, we continue to lock the LP multiple times a day as well. Okay. 14% transaction fee is pretty high. So 7% creates incentive to hold. Then there's another 7%, 50-50 split used for... Oh yeah, so I didn't like this. So someone let me know, is the 7% fee what goes to marketing and what goes to project development and what goes to liquidity pool? Someone put that in the chat, please. Let me know, because that is misleading in a way. Okay? In my opinion, at least. Token burn continues to add to the compounding effect of our hyperdeflationary model. Static rewards allows to alleviate downward swell pressure caused by early buyers selling their tokens. Okay. Automatic liquidity pool creates a lasting supply for those who want to purchase the token, and expanding to exchanges creates greater demand. Okay. So that's Tesla safe. That's what this one does. Okay. So that's that. That's all we know on this one. Okay, so let's go back to here. Tesla Safe is a frictionless, high-yield, auto-deflationary crypto, much like Bitcoin. Someone says... Okay, I was looking to see... Wait, so Brandon... Okay, wait, I think Brandon is a... Okay, I think Brandon is... Hold on. I want someone to just explain this to me, because I just feel like it's just not presented well. Like, that's just my honest opinion. The information, like, the fact that there's really not a place that explains all of this, because I like the fact that it's a farm. I like the fact that they're saying they're going to build something with a million transactions per second. So I like all of that, but I can't find anything that simply just explains all of that in one place. You know, we have a roadmap, which is good. Maybe I need to check out the roadmap. I'm going to join the Fuzion Discord, and I'm going to see what I can find. Brandon McGrew. Okay. Boom. Can you hop in a call? I hope Brandon probably understands it much better than I do. The unified website is on the way. Cool. Hopefully Brandon can talk. Because I'm just, like, my thing is, everyone is so excited about it that I don't want to be that guy who just ignores it. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to just not show it any attention. I don't want to give it the spotlight it may deserve. But shilling a token without a unified website is not the best idea, right? Because I think it's easy to get confused. We'll see. We'll see in a second here. That's a bold statement. This one. Let's, one sec, hold on. Brandon sent over a friend request. We're doing this live, guys. When I tell y'all we're looking for real crypto, like, we're looking for these cryptos live. Like, this is exactly how I operate, right? If I don't understand a crypto, I just call someone. I call someone who understands it. So this is what we're going to do. I've not done this on stream before, but hey, who cares? Let's figure this out. Give me one sec. Hopefully he's down the chat. Do they have a voice chat? Wish they had a voice chat in the crypto. Alright, I'll jump into the chat and I'll answer this while we're getting it. Brandon is an admin of Fuzion, so he can inform you. Okay, great. Fuzion. Oh, I bet. I wonder if he can. Brandon, if you're watching this, Brandon, if you're watching this, jump over into Let's Hang and explain and see if you can. We'll just do it there. That should work. Let's do that. There we go. Let's see. Brandon is a man. Well, everyone seems to like Brandon, so hopefully he's hopefully we get this worked. Because guys, like I said, like I know sometimes people do whenever they see yeah, sure. Yeah, of course. Yeah, of course. When they see that I'm talking about a crypto that is like, if I think something looks misleading, I'll just say it. You know what I mean? Like that's just how I am. Like I'll be blunt, I'll be honest, and if something's hard to understand, I'm gonna say it looks hard to understand. Don't take that as me genuinely disliking it, because that's not the case. It's not the case at all, right? But it's simply more just me giving my honest opinion. You guys don't come to my channel for me to lie. You know, that's something that I try to remind y'all. Like, y'all don't come to my channel for me to lie to you. You want somebody who's going to give you reliable information, who's not just going to shill tokens, who's not just going to just be out here just spamming and constantly telling you to go buy things that are going to be absolutely terrible. I'm never going to do that. I'm going to be honest. And like I say, I'm not perfect. I make mistakes. I don't understand things sometimes. It's that simple. And so with that, you know, all right, let's do this. Yo. Brandon, can you hear me? Can't hear him at the moment. Hopefully we can get that figured out. May have to jump on Telegram. Sadly. I can't hear you at the moment. You might have like push to talk on or something? Man, I was hoping we can get a chat going. We may not be able to talk. I don't think his microphone's working at the moment or something. Let's see. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead. I'm trying to think. I think he's having trouble with his microphone right now. Trying to think of the best thing I can do about this. I may join into their we may have to save this one then. We may have to save this one because I would definitely like to talk. I would definitely like to chat. Make sure the right mic is set to your input. Okay. Are you there? All right. I'm going to try to get this set up. Someone said, okay, Tyler, sing us a song while we wait. I'm gonna give it like another minute or so, but if we can't get it figured out, we'll definitely just have to wait for the next one. We have a Telegram too. I know I don't have Telegram set up on this computer, sadly. It's a second computer. I may be able to quickly log into Telegram. Give me a sec. I know that it's, you know, it may be annoying that I'm, you know, that we're going through this, but at the end of the day, like, you guys want us to check it out, so all right, let's do it then. Let's do it. All right, I'm gonna just jump into the chat. We're just gonna jump into the chat for a second. I'm gonna give it like another couple minutes because you guys seem to really like it. And you know, I wanna be honest. It's like watching a reality show. We're good. There's several memes circulating surrounding you in the Pink Panda channel. I think you're officially part of the Panda fam. I think so at this point too. It kind of seems like I'm a part of the Pink Panda squad. Maybe there's someone else. Wait, Andrew. Who is Andrew? Oh, I think Brandon is I think that Brandon. Let's see. Hold on. Let's see. I can't. Hold on. So we're in a little chat right now, but I can't hear him. All right, we're gonna have to go ahead. We're just gonna have to yeah, we're probably just gonna have to go ahead and push on. We're gonna have to push on for sure. We'll try to get this set up. We'll try to get this set up for the next one. I don't want to keep you guys all night. So yeah, we're gonna do that. That sucks. I definitely wanted to get a talk. Who's Andrew? Maybe Andrew. Hold on. Let me down for a call? Question mark. Maybe Andrew can explain it. How do you feel about the Meta Hero dev team? I like them from what I've found. They're busy. Like, you know, they don't respond as much, especially to me. Whenever I'm trying to get more info from them. But they seem to have a good idea of what they're doing, which is always a good thing. Man, I'm frustrated that I couldn't get on that. Oh, wait, I can. Hold on. I can hear but can't speak. All right, we may be live now, guys. We might be able to.
Think I did everything. Let me see if we can pull Tyler up here.
It's super robotic. There we go. It's Brandon. I will say your mic is like super it's super robotic at the moment.
Is it distorted, muffled, or what?
Yeah, it's a little it's kind of like a little distorted.
Maybe that's what it is. That's where I had to.
Not able.
I can come back on phone. I think that'll help.
Yeah, for sure. If there's a way, because it's really hard to hear it at the moment, to be honest. Okay, I think he's joining back in. Cool. Andrew, you there? Can't hear Andrew either. Darn it. I want this to work for the Fuzion crew. I want this to work. I'm so dedicated. We're so far in at this point. I'm so dedicated to make this happen. We're giving it one more try. If not, what we'll probably end up doing is just having to join in. Worst comes to worst, we'll have to join this thing in on a like a Zoom call or a Skype call or something like that. But we'll give Brandon, we'll give him a second for him to join back in. I think he said he's joining in on a phone. Yeah, and so hopefully that works. If not, we're gonna move on. We're already in an hour and 13 minutes, so we'll probably have to wrap this one up. Maybe I think we'll probably do M content after, and then we're gonna come forward and we're gonna do we may have to do Fuzion in the future, but I really want to do this one. I want to do this one. We're dedicated. We're already like 20 minutes in at this point, so we might as well. We might as well. Okay, I have to say that his robo voice is oddly soothing, like ASMR for my soul. Oh my god. Okay. We'll give him a second. I'll go ahead and pull up the chat. Let's go here. There we go. If anybody wants to say something while we're getting this all figured out. Let's see. We have, are you talking to an alien? Yes. Fuzion, awesome community. We got eCoin Finance. Oh wait, let me show that so they can access that. That should be the real eCoin, I believe. Double check that, of course. But thanks for the effort. No, of course. You know, I feel kind of bad because people think I was kind of ragging Fuzion, and they could have potential, and I just don't know at the moment. So we're gonna try to figure this thing out. We're gonna figure this out. Yes, M content, Moon content, got M content, and yeah, Ron, can you hear me? No, I can't. All right, we'll give it like another minute or so. Then we may have to jump out. This is probably the most interesting and different stream we've done in a while because it's usually more really professional, you know, where we just like thing for thing. But I knew like trying to set up a call in the middle of a stream could be difficult, could be rough. But I mean, might as well give it a try, right? Ain't no harm in trying. Ain't no harm in trying. It's all good though. I think we'll probably end up jumping out. We'll probably end up jumping out for sure, and then we'll go on to the next thing. We'll go on to the next thing for sure. Can we try going to Let's Hang? Yeah, let's try that. There we go. All right, we're gonna try to get this all pulled up. All right, here we go. When's Dana White giving me a contract? Hopefully soon. Hopefully soon. All right. I'm a maximum. We're at an hour and 16. I'm gonna give it like 2 more minutes, guys. I'm trying to do it for you. I'm trying to get this lined up for you guys. Rough. Andrew, you there?
Yeah, I'm here. Can you hear me now?
Oh, looky there. What's up?
Hey, how's it going?
Word. Okay. All right. Progress. Okay, here we go. Okay, so Andrew, being a moderator of this, chat, let me know if you can hear everything well. They should be able to. Being a moderator of this, I'm not sure. Have you been watching the show, or did you see anything like that?
No, I've been busy with other things today.
Okay, so basically my thing kind of with the project is that I was struggling to just truly find a source of info that would just explain what the project's goals are. What does the project do? Because I see like there's a Tesla safe website with the Fuzion roadmap on it. It was just all a little confusing, right? And I tend to be a little blunt, honest, and people sometimes take it as negativity. You know, it is what it is. But I was curious as if like in terms of, you know, what all like is being developed, the utility, things like that. I'm sure you kind of understand that. Obviously, like being a moderator and things, I was like, hopefully someone could kind of just explain it in simple terms for the crowd.
The crowd? Are there other people listening, or?
Oh yeah, it's we got about 70 people on here right now.
Oh, great.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So the Fuzion team is putting together like a whole ecosystem of tokens, right, and use cases. And eventually it's going to culminate in a 1 million transactions per second blockchain that's going to rival all the others and allow for decentralized social media and yeah. So I mean, there's a lot of, it's like leading all up to that, and in the meantime they're building each of these tokens that successively supports one another and within like their different use cases. Maybe not directly, but indirectly they do.
Right.
So there's a lot of thought going into the tokenomics for each token, and they're trying to be innovative, and they're putting a lot of thought into like how everything affects the investors when they put something out. They're watching it, making sure that it's flourishing and not just throwing it out there and like letting the wolves have it.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of thought going into it.
Okay, cool. So, like, because that was the thing, like, everyone was telling me, well, Tesla Safe is, so kind of what I was getting from the chat was people were like, well, Tesla Safe is building a blockchain that'll support 1 million transactions per second, then I go to Tesla Safe, and I'm like, wait,
right, yeah,
Tesla Safe is seemingly just a small piece of this big idea, you know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. Tesla Safe was the first of the first step in all of this, so it's basically like the OG token of the Fuzion project.
Okay.
And so like each successive project is going to incorporate different, maybe not every single one will incorporate Tesla Safe or every single one will incorporate Rice, but they're gonna, like, for the pre-sale for the next token that's coming out, you're going to need Tesla Safe and Rice to get into the pre-sale for that. And I'm not sure if you heard about that token yet, but it's called PAS. It's like short for passive, like passive.
Okay.
And you earn reflections of either BUSD or Tesla Safe or Rice, just by holding the token in your wallet. So so Tesla Safe was the first one that came out on April 24th, I think. And they kind of like let that, like they just kind of watched it and made sure that that it was, people were holding it, not selling it. There was a lot of like HODL campaigns, and they have a HODL contest for like a 3-month HODL. Like you hold it for 3 months without selling, and you're going to disperse like $10,000 per the top 500 holders.
Nice. Yeah. Okay.
So then they went into Rice, and they did a pre-sale for that, and for that you needed Tesla Safe and BNB LP to get into that.
Okay. So now I'm starting to see the correlation. Okay.
Yeah, and then they put out the Rice Farm, and now in the Rice Farm you can earn more Rice by staking either Tesla Safe or Rice or Tesla Safe or like different LP pairs like BNB or BUSD with Tesla Safe or Rice, and then eventually they're going to incorporate other pairs into there and other tokens as they go, not just this project, but other ones. And they've already actually put out a decentralized exchange. Like after Tesla Safe came out, maybe like a week or two after that, PancakeSwap said like, we're going to version 2.
Right.
And Tesla Safe had locked their liquidity in V1 until 2099.
Oh,
so they kind of got kind of got stuck.
Yeah, there's no waiting for that. Okay.
And so you would exactly. I'll be dead. I'll be long dead. So
right.
So then PancakeSwap was like, all right, if you want to get on V1, there's all these different, you have to agree to something, and there's another pop up, and it's like kind of confusing and isn't straightforward. So the Tesla Safe team already had a plan to put out their own DEX, and so they just moved that up, and they put it out. It like is a functioning swap exchange with you can swap other tokens on it. It's basically just like the V1. It's just V1 right now. You can't really do anything with V2 on it yet. But eventually it's going to be like a fully decentralized exchange with automatic. I forget what the AMM stands for. An automatic market maker or something. I can't remember what it stands for, but it's going to be a fully functional one of those. So,
right. Okay.
Yeah.
It's cool. Okay. See, this is what I needed right here. Okay. So
it's huge, man. It's like, it's really comprehensive. And it started out as just like a couple tokens. And then like, they started like getting more ideas and just like building it out and building it out and building it out. And they were like, we were giving them ideas, and the community was giving them ideas, and they just like, all right, that's a good idea. Let's put another one out. So another idea. So they have this whole roadmap that goes out to like 2025 now.
Right. Okay. And so, okay, I'm not sure if you know, but just out of curiosity, do you know if they're in the talks or in the works or anything like that of, say, like creating like a fusion-finance.com or something like that, where like a lot of these things are gonna kind of be put on display for the general public to understand?
Yeah, they're actually they're kind of like right now there's a ricefarm.fi and a teslasafe.fi, and to kind of like collapse it all into the same umbrella, under the same umbrella, they're going to do something like that where it's more straightforward. It's like, this is all the same project, but just different aspects of it. Right.
Because that's kind of what I was looking for. That was kind of where the confusion came in for me, where it was kind of like, okay, so it's not necessarily Tesla Safe specifically that's, developing a 1 million transaction per second, blockchain, but it's more of just a piece of the entire ecosystem. And that's what I like to hear, because now it makes a lot more sense, because I don't want to say that I ragged it, but I was confused. And, I definitely, I voiced that confusion pretty loudly. So with that, I'm definitely glad to hear that there is that, that increased thought process behind it. And I'm excited about it. That's definitely exciting. And I think that having these different types of cryptocurrencies that do work within each other and, kind of help, not necessarily direct correlation, but have some type of indirect correlation, as you previously said, in terms of if you stake this one, you can stake this one if you have this one, or you can be involved in a pre-sale with this one if you have this one, kind of boosting each other up and helping each other up. I definitely think that does provide with some I think that provides some longevity because it's kind of like a multi-sig, but not, you know what I mean, in a way. Like, you have multiple aspects of this one ecosystem. So, okay, that makes so much more sense now. Andrew, man, you're the man. Brandon, I know you did just join in, and I think we could hear you for a second there before you muted your mic. And so definitely shout out to y'all for kind of helping out. Brandon, I'm not sure if there was anything else specifically wanted to say. I know Andrew, we kind of put him on the spot, like right then and there, and I kind of feel bad because I'm like, yeah, if you want to explain it to the crowd, and he's like, there's a crowd. I'm like, yeah, like we're live right now.
I was just playing with my dog, and I'm like, all right, I'll jump on.
Yeah, so big shout out to you. I think that's gonna help with your credibility around places. People definitely trust you. But yeah, Brandon, he kind of broke it down to me. But man, if there's anything you wanted to say or any type of explanation or anything like that, that you wanted to talk about, I'm all ears, man.
All right, well, I'm not sure how much time we have left, but
you're good.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, all good.
We can hear you.
Mic is good before I start talking and all that?
Yeah. All good.
All right, so a lot of things have come across other projects and everything, but the vision of Tesla Safe is similar to Manhattan, when land was worth, say, $25, and some people sold and some people came back and paid more. But every DApp in our roadmap is all leading up to a full-on self-governed city in a lot of ways. So real quick, okay. Tesla Safe is like the raw land. Rice are the roads, pipes, electrical lines, sewage. Paths coming up next is our Forex. Boba, another one comes like the banks. We have BTCE, stock market. Another one called RES is like the real estate. Another one called Swag, like the commercial district. We got law enforcement and regulators to help with securities and everything. And then the super blockchain is a transportation system that moves everything in and out seamlessly. That's on a lot of our promo, but I want to say it here. I know it came by quick. I could put it to you in text form, but we have a whole system of a city, and a lot of people are going to be well off for generations.
Right. Okay. See, and I like that because that's kind of one thing I was talking to Andrew about is I feel like now that I actually understand like the idea behind it, I was kind of in hopes that there was the development of some type of just simply a website that explained the entire vision that was separate from Tesla Safe or separate from Rice, but just said like, these are all the different aspects of this one ecosystem. And here's the website to Tesla Safe. Here's the website for Rice. Here's the website for Paz or just things like that. Because when I was looking for it, I struggled to find like the core, like where does this all source from? And, being the Fuzion project itself. And so now that I understand it, now I understand the excitement. You know what I mean? Like, that's it. That's exciting. And I'm definitely, I do appreciate y'all jumping in again. Like I said, Andrew, I feel bad kind of putting you on the spot like that, but
no, that's fine. I enjoy the Spec. I love talking about it. My friends are so tired of listening to me go on and on and on and on. So someone's just asking me to, hell yeah, that's fun.
Right. Cool deal. So yeah, well, definitely. Okay. That makes my life a lot easier. So Brandon, just in terms of, I mean, I guess while I got you here, like in terms of, the development of everything, like I know Andrew briefly mentioned that there was a roadmap out through 2025, and I can tell that you guys do have a lot in the works. Like there's a lot that's going to go into this thing. You know what I mean? Obviously, there's multiple moving parts. I didn't know if there's kind of like a ideal, this is the date where we'd like to see 90% of what we have laid out right now complete, or is it kind of just like we just keep moving forward into the future and just continuously develop this over time without really a stopping point?
Well, so one of our community members asked me that in private message earlier. Our roadmap goes till 2025, and we are months ahead of schedule with every item that has been checked off in the list on the roadmap. But see, after we get the super blockchain in place, we're looking to establish decentralized social media and other platforms that people tend to be rubbed the wrong way with public speech and what they can and can't share in different audience mediums. YouTube is included to really make it, because someone always controls it because they own the platform and they buy out other platforms, and then we get this stealing. YouTubers, TikTok just shut down crypto mentions, and so stuff like this is another reason why we want to decentralize that space as well. for our influencers. We support our influencers. We draw traffic to all people that mentioned Tesla Safe and Fuzion. We take care of our people. It's not just about a quick buck and a quick shout out to get followers. That's cool,
Right.
but that's not enough.
Yeah, I like it.
No.
Okay. And no, that's true, man. Like, especially with social media, you know, like there's a certain virus or pandemic that's been going around recently. And if we just so happen to say the name of it on YouTube, that's an automatic demonetization right now. So that's why we literally just do not. So, you know, if possible, try not to say that word that ends in 19. But yeah, so I agree. And I like that. So I definitely like it. I think we're definitely going to have to keep diving into this one. This will probably be one that I do jump back into. And now that we understand it, I think it's going to make my life a lot easier, especially on the show, where when I go through like Tesla Safe's website or I go through the roadmap, I can truly understand where it's all leading to. And so with that, you know, we are probably about to jump off now that we are about an hour and a half into the show. And so I do appreciate you guys a lot for joining in and clarifying that. And I'm sure we'll be in talk sometime soon here. And yeah, so again, guys, I just appreciate it. I appreciate it a lot. I know this was kind of short notice, no really moments for preparation, but you guys obviously know what you're talking about and you support it a lot. And so your knowledge is visible. So I appreciate it, everyone.
Yeah, thank you. We really appreciate it too.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I'll talk to you guys soon.
All right, see you.
All right, all right.
Okay. See, I take it back. I'm sorry. I was ragging it, but this is my thing, okay? Vision's fantastic. I like the idea. I like where it's going, but I think the presentation of that information is very important, right? Because if they can explain that to people on one website or just in one place where all that information is visible, like Andrew said they're working on, that's going to be where you truly start to see a lot of excitement, right? Because people are probably still don't even understand the idea of the process or the idea of the project, of where it's going, what the concept is, and how it's even going to be able to do all of these things. They just see Tesla Safe and in the roadmap of Fuzion. It's a little confusing, but I'm excited to see when they actually introduce all of this information in one centralized, I know people don't like centralized, but one central place, point where they can say, go look at this. This explains everything. That's what I'm excited for. So what we're going to do, we're at an hour and a half. And I know you guys, we can't make these things more than an hour and a half. I don't like it longer than an hour, but it was a long, weird stream where we're trying to figure out this whole thing. We're going to revisit this. I will be live again on Wednesday. We're going to come back to Fuzion. I'm going to put, I like to rank it, but we do not have the time. I'm going to come back to this one on Wednesday. Y'all stop by, and we're going to do a part 2 of this episode on Wednesday. And we're also going to get into M content. So let me go ahead. On Wednesday itself, we're doing both of these. Okay. So definitely join in. Come by on Wednesday. We're going to be live with both of those. I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to wrap this thing up. And then we're going to, so stay up to date. Again, I'm going to be out of town tomorrow and I'm going to be out of town Tuesday, but I will be back on Wednesday morning. And then on that day, we're going over Fuzion. We're going to rank it. We're going to really dive deep into it now that we have a general understanding of what it is. And then we're going to go over M content, as the crowd has been absolutely fantastic. And who knows? I know Crusaders has been in here as well. So maybe Crusaders has a spot on Wednesday stream as well. So with that being said, guys, that is going to be about it. I don't want to keep you guys for too long, so I'm going to go ahead and wrap this thing up now. I do appreciate it. I know the stream was weird. It was a little bit different, but this is real life. Like, the whole idea behind these streams is to simply do research with y'all. That's it. I want to find new cryptos. I want to rank them how I rank them in my own time, and then give that information to my people. And that's exactly what we're doing. So the way in which we're doing this, like, it's raw. It's not edited. I can't edit any of this. I can't cut it. I can't do anything like that. And so with that, I hope you guys do appreciate this, because it's not easy to run a show like this where you just genuinely have to just do it all in front of everyone, where you're waiting for the microphones to work. That's real life. That's what this looks like behind the scenes, and I hope you guys kind of do enjoy that. If you do enjoy it, of course, you can let me know by smashing that like button and subscribing to the channel if you are new, and I will see you all tomorrow morning for a video. I got a little quick update, and then I'll be back for another episode of Gem Finders on Wednesday. I'll see you all there. Peace.